Hey guys, Eric Pathy here, back with a record review. I just received the UHQR LA Woman in the mail and wanted to compare it to the 45 RPM LA Woman. I listened to both albums straight through. I listened to the 45 RPM first, and then I went back and I listened to the UHQR. What were the noticeable differences between the two? First thing is the gain. I left the volume exactly the same. I'm playing it on my new DS audio cartridge, the upgraded version. I always forget which model it is. The DSE3. So again, I got some good stuff cooking on that table. That cartridge is absolutely amazing. But let's talk about the differences. First of all, the volume, the gain on the 45 RPM is higher, louder. In order to do the same thing and get the same sound stage, you have to turn up the volume on the UHQR. What I also noticed is after listening to the both albums simultaneously, going back and being Been Down So Long, which is a 4-minute and 40-second song, my favorite song on this album, very near and dear to me. I love that song, personal reference. I can tell you that the vocals on Been Down So Long are much better on the 45 RPM. He's there. He's in the room. He's in your face. Especially the last chorus when he says, "Been down so long," and he's growling. It slaps you in the face on the 45 RPM. Not so much on the UHQR. Everything is muted. Everything is, I would say there's a veil, right? I'm not saying that this is a bad recording. I understand that a lot of people don't like the flipping of the albums of the 45 RPM, but one of the noticeable differences was the guitar. The guitar is amazing on that song, and the guitar comes out of both speakers back and forth the way it was mixed, and the drums are in your face, and the vocals are further out in front of you. Everything is set back on the UHQR, and the guitar is coming mainly out of the left channel. The left channel versus back and forth, left, right on the 45 RPM. So my personal opinion is, if you're someone that does not own this and you don't like flipping albums, yeah, this is a great addition to your collection, limited, 4,500, blah, blah, blah. But I gotta tell you, with all the hype, and I have a lot of UHQRs. For instance, the Jimi Hendrix are amazing. The Bob Marleys are amazing. The best pressing of Aqualung I have is a UHQR, hands down. But I got to tell you, this did not even touch this. It didn't even touch this. Now, I bought this to compare it. I wasn't worried about the expense. I don't sell albums. I'll keep it. And I'll keep it so people can, I'll A-B it. It's just a great way to show somebody the difference between a 45 RPM and a 33 1/3. But man, it's not even close. This thing absolutely bangs for 60 bucks. If it's all about not flipping an album, I completely understand. When Chad says people don't like 45s, please keep making these in 45. 45 is the winner all day long. I had every single pressing in 45 from Acoustic Sounds. They're all amazing. But if these come out, if additional Dora albums come out in UHQR, I will not be a buyer. And again, I'm not poo-pooing this. I understand you're trying to appeal to a mass audiophile audience that wants to sit down and, you know, people say it breaks up. And I've heard people like Mozzie say, you know, it breaks up, you know, the listening experience. For me, it doesn't. My turntable is right here. My listening chair is right here. It takes 2 seconds to get up and walk over and flip the album. I noticed physically, listening to this, I'm moving. Listening to this, I was sitting still. It didn't like get into my core, if that makes any sense. And it's really striking because people always say 45 RPMs are better sonically. Man, I gotta tell you, blows this away for 60 bucks. Again, not poo-pooing this if you don't already own this, but if you already own this and you were just considering buying this to A-B it, hopefully this video found some useful information for you. That's really all I had to say. Like I said, get up, flip your albums, don't be lazy. A lot of you guys are too sitting all day anyway. So flipping a couple albums isn't going to break it up. And again, if you're engaged with the music, who cares if you have to get up and flip it? I'm listening to that 45, I'm bumping, I'm thumping, my legs are moving. Think of it like photography. The UHQR is like a 35 millimeter lens. Everything is narrow and more in and close. The sound stage is shrunken. When you put on the 45 RPM, it's like a 28 millimeter lens, the wide angle. Everything is enveloping you. But really, if you key into the vocals, and I'm sure Acoustic Sounds, they were listening and comparing them A-B, they know that the 45 kicks its ass. I understand that they had to give the 33 1/3 to the masses because the masses are the ones that, let's say, don't like flipping the albums. For me, if it's a choice between buying a 45 RPM, especially after this A-B comparison, and buying a 33 1/3, I'm on the 45s all day long. All day long. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.